Today on the channel, we got the Queen. We got Queen Nia Jax from Mattel 118. And in a plot twist in the back half, we're going to rank the entire wave from my least favorites to my favorite.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel 118 unboxing and set rankings. And today we got the Queen. We got Queen Nia Jax. But for all your Mattel wrestling figure needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do some Nia Jax comparisons. Then in the back half, we're going to rank Elite 118 all together from my least favorite to my favorite. Normally, I would do that with the Chase Edition, but I was a little confused when I got my order in from Ringside. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Unfortunately for me, I forgot to order the Chase Edition of Nia Jax. Usually I remember to do that. That's how we do these things. Totally forgot about it. Must have spaced it off. I don't know what happened, but I looked back to my order. I did not order the Chase Edition, so I'm going to have to find that down the road. Unfortunately, all sold out on Ringside. Back ordered even on this one till I think August. So it's going to be some time before we get that Chase one. So I'll be on the lookout for the Chase Nia Jax, and we'll just have to do it with the regular wave instead of waiting till maybe September to unbox everything or to rank everything. So we'll see what happens. We'll do it with the regular one right here. But first, without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. Nia Jax, I tell you what, I know she's very controversial, but she has had some amazing figures from Mattel over the years. And like I said, we'll do some comparisons later on here. Got the Queen right over here. You got Nia Jax, WWE, Window Box, Elite, 8 and Up, WWE. Looking only like a Queen could look, apparently right there. Like a young Freddie Mercury, maybe. Who knows? On the side, Nia Jax, Certified Authentic, Elite, WWE. On the back, cross-sell. We're going to rank them all right here. Nia Jax, Glamour Shot, Tail of the Tape, Blurb. Let's see what it says about our friend. Yes, our friend, Nia Jax. From San Diego, California. Beautiful this time of year. I'll be there. San Diego Comic-Con this year. Might swing by her house, see what's up. Say, hey, what's up, Queen Nia? Can we hang out? Can I spend the night here? I'm still looking for a hotel. Maybe I need to spend the night at Nia Jax's. Maybe. Who knows? I'm up for it. Let's do it. Height, 6 foot tall. Finisher, Annihilator. And if I'm not mistaken, Todd McFarlane, feel free to fact check this. I believe she named that finishing move off of Annihilator, the famed band from Canada, of course, thrash metal legends. Shout out to Annihilator. Somebody feel free to fact check it. Todd McFarlane, you're from Canada. You should know. Yeah, you're a big fan of Mr. Waters over there with Annihilator, but you're not sure. Makes sense with Todd on the couch. All hail the Queen. The unstoppable force dominated Lyra Valkyria to become the 2024 Queen of the Ring. Career highlights: Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, Queen of the Ring. Getting it done, of course, as we know. But let's pull her out. Let's whip out the Nia Jax. See you later. Goodbye. Also part of this series, remember, we do have a John Cena, I believe, a Walmart exclusive. That's not going to be really technically part of the series because I don't know when that's coming out, but we'll see. But there's old Nia Jax. 2 heads are better than 1. Absolutely love the 2 heads on this one because, once again, she is the Chase Edition. You throw 1 head on the Chase, 1 set of hands on that one, the opposite over here. Voila, you got 2 separate figures. That's at least how it feels like to me. Let's pull her out. Let's whip it out for Nia right here. Let's see if we can get her out of the package. Got some very tight twist ties on her. Very tight twist ties. She's locked down. She's locked down. She's the Queen after all. You gotta use protection with the Queen. More ways than one, of course. Oh my gosh, that head's in there tight. 2 extra sets of hands. We're going all in with this Nia Jax figure, apparently. She's even got the what you gonna do brother hands. I'm here for that. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to Nia Jax business. And let's start off with those extra hands. And as I said, we got the what you gonna do brother hands on her. She's gonna say, what you gonna do, Lyra, when I take this crown? And that's what happened, I guess. But man, oh man, about as gummy of fingers as you can ever see right here. Just super, super gummy. Absolutely wild there. Very small female hands, but very, very gummy. 2 Fists of Fury, not as gummy, obviously, but you got 2 Fists of Fury right here. I can just see some little kids. Some, of course, probably 7 and under because it's 8. some 6 years old just chewing on this and biting this finger right off. I could see it happen. I could see it happen. That's a monster of a kid. If you chewed on your LJNs, let's be honest, look yourself in the mirror. You were a monster as a kid. You were a monster. I don't care the age. You're chewing on Hillbilly Jim's fingers, man. You don't want Hillbilly Jim's fingers in your mouth. You don't know where those things have been. But there were some kids, and probably you watching this, you might have done that. You might have done that. But let's dive in to Miss Nia Jax right here. First thing I was wondering, is the crown removable? Yes, it is. Got a beautiful gold crown up here, some silver. Looking pretty nice. I don't have any problems with that crown. Fits right over the hair. Big old knot of hair up top there, a little hair down in the bottom. A new head sculpt for Nia. Does look good. Once again, it looks just like Nia, and Nia's had a lot of different hairstyles in her figures. I like that this is something different. So I got no issues, no complaints with this Nia. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. She's playing all those human hits, so shout out to her. Now her second head, a lot bigger, a little bit bigger in the head and way bigger in the hair, of course. Curly, kind of a maroon color, looking nice, but it is perfect for the Chase Edition. You put one head on one head on the other, and it really feels like you have 2 separate figures. I am here for that, of course. But now diving into Nia Jax here. What do we got going on? She's got the black and white. She's rocking the Cheap Trick colors is what she's doing. Looking very, very nice right here in the black and white. Now, I do have some scuffage on the back. Unfortunately, your mileage may vary. We always say that, but she definitely has some scuffage. But looking okay. It is what it is. There's not a lot of pizzazz to this outfit, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. What more can you say? She does come with 2 gripping hands out of the package. Her arms do go all the way around for us. A bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. You know, those are the hits I like to be played with. Hands removable back and forth. Head removable back and forth, side to side. I will say she's got a little bit of a giraffe neck under here. That's a pretty long neck on her. Hula hoop up top, plush traditional waist, moving very smoothly. Now the Vietnam. Where we're going to have Vietnam troubles? We've seen worse. We've seen better. Oh, very, very tight in there. Very tight. Nia's very tight. Got to loosen her up. Got to loosen her up right there. But the leg does go up. It does have a little bit of a give back, but nothing like was it Tongaloa or Tamatonga? Now I'm getting my Tongans mixed up already, but we had one really troublemaker. I think it was Tamatonga, I think. That's who had the issues. I think. Or maybe it was Tongaloa. Oh my gosh, it's confusing times. Leg does go up, thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. Let's keep on the hits. How about that? Boot cut, ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Your usual Mattel articulation on a pretty good figure. Like I said earlier, Nia, a little controversial. A lot of people don't like her, but one thing is for certain, she's had some amazing figures over the years from Mattel. And I like this one. It's a moment in time, a new crown. A lot to like about this one. But we've had Nias in the past, of course. We've had some good Nias in the past. I can't remember all the series, but I grabbed some of them from my Nia collection. Of course, once again, a Chase and a regular Elite from back in the day. Looking very nice there. We also had the same thing with this one. I think this was a regular figure, but she had 3 different heads with her. So some different looks for her, of course. Then we got some early ones from the basic line back in the day. We've got a lot of Nia Jax. Is it time to do a Nia Jax top 10 on the channel? Should we do it? Would that be the biggest video I've ever done in the history of the channel? It could be, Todd McFarlane. It really could be. You never know what might happen. But Nia Jax, a good piece of business right here. And as I said, a lot of good figures over the years. Say what you want about her. She's had some good figures. This one is pretty good as well. Bring on the Chase. Hopefully I can find it one of these days. We'll see what ends up happening in the future there. But this Nia Jax, not a bad piece of business. Worth the pickup, especially if you're a newer collector without a Nia Jax in your collection. Not a bad piece of business. But now we got to bring Nia in, put the rest of these Nias to bed, and we got to talk the rest of Elite 118 and rank them from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, let's get down to ranking WWE Mattel Elite 118. Of course, we're going to do this ranking like we always do it. We're going to start at number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my absolute favorite in this set here. And of course, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below. We can both be right. Everybody always telling me in the comments, your list is wrong. And why is my list wrong? It's my list, but you know how it works by now here. 5 figures, going to start 5, work our way to number 1, of course. But also, of course, I mentioned it earlier, the Nia Jax, the Chase Edition. We'll see what happens in the future. Same thing with the John Cena. I believe a Walmart exclusive on this one here. So we'll unbox those maybe tomorrow, maybe 2 years from now. Who knows what is time? We'll see when we do find those. But we're going to start it off at number 5. And number 5, easy for me, unfortunately. We're going to Tongaloa. Yes, Tongaloa at number 5 right here. Just unfortunately, he was the last victim, or at least as of now, of Vietnam. The Vietnam War is still fighting Todd McFarlane. I know it's not fighting you, but it's fighting me every single day over here. Somebody needs to give me a Purple Heart at this point here. But unfortunately, his leg issue really causes a lot of havoc for me. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the expression on his face. I almost think him and his brother should be switched around as far as how their expressions were. But it is what it is. Not a huge fan of the face on this one. It is expressive, I will give it that. I also have some pain issues on the face, unfortunately. And then we got leg issues down here. It is what it is, unfortunately. Somebody's got to be last. Unfortunately, it's Tonga Loa. But he's not going to be lonely because his brother, Tama Tonga, is going to be number 4 here. A much better figure. No issues with the mobility or anything like that. To me, I can't get over the head sculpt on this one. I know who it is, so that's always a good thing. But it's just way too long of a face. He's got the longest face ever. You know, it's like somebody shot his dog or something. I don't know what's going on there, but not a huge fan of the head sculpt on this one. I do think if these guys do come back, I believe they're both out injured right now. If and when they do come back, I think we'll see better figures in the future here. I have to imagine it could even be in the main event line. We'll see what ends up happening in the future there. But the Tongans coming in at number 5, number 4. But guess what? Number 3, the leader, Solo, coming in hot at number 3. Once again, a little bit stiff in the legs. We see that with these the dress pants mold, I guess we'd say. Not the end of the world on this one. That's why he's a little bit higher. There are better Solo figures out there, the Ultimates and the other Elites, in all honesty. I like better than this one, but I feel like you have to have this one in your collection as far as the new bloodline, be it you're going to have an announcing version. You know, he's sitting there at the announce table. He's cutting a promo. He's a manager with Jacob Fatu. Whatever reason you want to use this outside of wrestling, I feel like it is needed in the collection. So not a terrible figure. A little short as well. I should mention that on this one here. But I do like the soft goods jacket. I do like the new hand mold we saw with this line here. And then I do like the head on this one here for Solo. So not perfect, not the best, but a must-have version of Solo, if you ask me. He's coming in at number 3, which means there can only be 2 left. Very easy for me to figure this one out here. Of course, the Queen always goes first, but in this instance, she's going second. Jacob Fatu, number 1. Talked about Nia Jax. This could be the sleeper of the set here. I know some people will dismiss that. I know how it goes. But to be able to be the regular and chase, have 2 heads, tons of different hands here, the crown, there's a lot going for this Nia Jax. And as I said at the top, and when we did the review of this figure, there's a lot of good around this, and she's had a lot of good figures over the years. So another good one here for Nia Jax. But Jacob Fatu, he's the hottest debut act in the WWE here for quite some time for me personally. Immediately going to the SmackDown, bypassing NXT, all that kind of stuff. The Samoan Werewolf, you know me, I love a hairy bipedal creature. I do like this Jacob Fatu. And I know it's a lot of people saying, well, he's too skinny or whatever. He came in skinnier. It's kind of like Solo. A lot of people didn't like the first Solo one, said it's too skinny. To me, that was North American title even before that when he first came into NXT. That's how I compartmentalize that in my head. Same thing with this one a little bit here. Will there be more Jacob Fatu figures? You know there will be. We'll see some more at San Diego. Wouldn't be shocked to see an Ultimate Edition. But for the first time out of the bat, I don't mind this one. I don't. Is it perfect? No. But it is a first time in the line character of a popular performer. A lot of people want it in the collection, and it is good enough to be number 1 in 118 for me. And I don't know what that says about 118, if there's struggles or what. It is, at the end of the day, my list. You put your list in the comments. But I enjoyed this one. A little loose on the ankles. But besides that, I was fine with this figure. It was a very fun figure. However, once again, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I'd be interested to hear your set rankings as well. I take those in the comments a lot more seriously when you give me a top 5 instead of just saying, oh, your top number 1's terrible. Well, give me your top 5. I'd love to see it. But that's the way it goes. I get it. But not a bad set. Not a bad piece of business. And one thing I should say, I love that they basically gave a faction in a set within a set. I love that idea. It gets us the tag team, gets us the Solo, gets us Jacob. I think that was a really cool idea for Mattel. I would love to see more of that with some factions in the future, so we'll see what ends up happening. But once again, that's Elite 118. Be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below on this set. If this is something you're picking up, passing, long game, no game, whatever it may be, I'd be interested to hear it in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. Check out Patreon, check out YouTube channel memberships. Check out Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Of course, Brand new podcast every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, breaking down all the week's stuff that was with my wife, Angie. So check it out, of course, if you have not already. And check it out, available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or via me. It is the complete guide to the ECW San Francisco toy makers. So for Elite 118, at least for now, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?